Hello everyone, this is Professor Patterns, and in this video, I'm going to be showing you how you can create a portfolio for your website without you writing a single line of code. Now, in this portfolio, you can showcase your resume, your projects, and all of that good stuff. So let's go ahead and get started. Now, there are two things that you'll need to set this up. The first thing is obviously VS Code. If you don't know how to set this up, I'm going to add a video card, watch that video, and then come back to this one. The other thing is the Cline extension for VS Code. Again, if you don't know what this is, watch this video that I'm also going to link and then come back to this one, and then you'll be all set to follow along. Now, what I have here is a completely empty folder. I can even show it to you on my desktop. There's nothing in this folder right now. I'm simply going to go over to Cline, and I'm simply going to ask it to help me create a website for my portfolio where I can showcase my resume. And keep it simple but elegant. I said no need for any fancy animations, just a good use case for now. So initially, it started off by writing an index.html, which this is basically the homepage for our website. And then once it got done with this, it started writing the CSS code. So here it's really talking about like different types of animations or background visualizations, those kind of things. So we can see that it's already written over 200 something lines of code. And after it's done with this, the next thing that it's working on is its approval to go to the website. So I'm going to say, sure, go ahead. And let's take a look at what this looks like in our folder. So here within my folder, I now have two files. One is index and one is styles. Let's click on index and then see what that looks like. So here it opened up this page. Welcome to my portfolio. And I have a home page, an about page, a projects page, and a contact page. I think this is great. I mean, it's a pretty good start. It's obviously needs some work for filling in the content. But besides that, I feel like it's in a really good shape right now to deploy it. Now, how would I deploy this website? So what I would do is first go over to source control. Now here, I can see that in my folder, I have two things, index.html and then styles.css. So I'm going to first initialize an empty repository. Now I'm going to have to give this a commit message, and I'm just going to say initial commit. Now, when I commit this, it's going to ask me to publish this branch. So I'm going to say initial commit again, and then publish the branch. And I'm going to publish this in a public repository called portfolio. So once I do that, it's going to publish this to GitHub. And now all I would do is go over to my GitHub profile, and I can see that it has been published. And how do I actually see what this website looks like? Well, I'm going to go over to my settings and then click on pages. Here, I'm going to say use the main branch, and then I'm simply going to hit save. Okay, so after I click on save, it should deploy my website, and here it says your site is live. So let's click on this, and I can see that this site is active right now. It says a bunch of stuff. There's an about me page, a projects, and a contact page. So now that this simple layout website has been created, let's see if we can add to this a little bit more. So let's go back to VS Code, and then here I'm going to click on Cline again. And now I'm going to edit this prompt a little bit more. So what I'm going to say is the website looks great. Make it look better. Better animations, better formatting, and use some image from Pixabay for a free background. Let's see how well this is going to be able to do it. So it is going to want access to a bunch of different sites. I'm simply going to allow it access to these different sites and see what it can come up with. Looks like it's still updating a lot of this code here. It did go to a couple of websites, or I guess Pixabay. It found some images and everything, and now it's enhancing the CSS for animations, hover effects, those kind of things. I'm really interested to see what it's going to come up with. It's deleting some code. It's adding in some code. Looks like it is done now. So let's see what this is going to look like. So to make sure that all of these changes are made, I'm going to simply save these, go back here, and then say added changes to index and styles. I know, not the great or not the best source control that I'm doing here, but let's sync these changes to my repository. And then let's go back to my repo to see if it's updated. So if I hover back over to my portfolio, you can see that the latest commits are all deployed. And then if I go to my portfolio, you can see that it did edit this portfolio. So now it looks something like this. If I click on, oh, nice, that's kind of neat. Let's click on About. Oh, it looks like it's all in the same page. That's really cool. Okay, so About Me. And then if I hover over these icons, they kind of pop up. I have a project section where if I hover over them, there's a little bit of an animation. I can view project, GitHub. That's pretty cool. And then I have some stuff for contact. So I have a pretty good baseline to get started off with. All I would need to do is just keep iterating on this. Maybe I can give it some other image instead of this image here. Maybe I might want to give it some more detail for the project so it can start filling in all of this information. But you can see that we pretty much got from nothing to an entire portfolio in less than 6 or 7 minutes. So pretty good start, I would say. And that's pretty much it for this video. As you can see, we created an entire portfolio from scratch without us writing a single line of code. And honestly, it looks pretty great. We can keep improving on this further. We can ask it to provide some more recommendations, some more animations, all of those different things. But for now, it's a pretty good start. Anyone from anywhere in the world is going to be able to access this link, and it is going to be working. So all you would do is simply take this link and then add it to your portfolio or your resume. And then other people or recruiters or hiring managers are going to be able to go to your website and see all the projects that you worked on. That's it for this video. Thank you so much for tuning in. If you like this content, then please leave a comment in the comment section below. If you want me to keep iterating on this further, then let me know and I can make a follow-up video to this. If you're new to the channel, then please like. And if you haven't subscribed already, then please subscribe to the channel. It really helps me out. And thank you all for tuning in, and I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.